Take a deep breath right now. Pause for a moment. Because if you're listening to this, it means something inside you is still alive, still hoping, still refusing to quit. Even if you don't say it out loud, even if you smile for others, you've been carrying weight. Heavy thoughts, unanswered questions, dreams that feel distant. And some days you wonder if it's even worth it anymore. But listen carefully. This moment, this exact season of your life, is not here to break you. It's here to build you. The struggle. There are nights you can't sleep because your mind won't stop talking. It reminds you of everything you haven't achieved yet, everything that didn't work, everyone who doubted you. You replay mistakes, you relive failures, you question your worth, and the silence feels loud. But what most people don't tell you is this: struggle is a sign of growth. If you weren't trying, you wouldn't be tired. If you weren't dreaming big, you wouldn't feel this pressure. Pain doesn't mean you're losing, it means you're being tested, and tests are given only to those strong enough to pass them. Feeling behind. Sometimes it feels like life is passing you by. You watch others succeed, others celebrate, others move forward, and you ask yourself, what about me? But understand this: life does not move in straight lines, and success does not come on schedule. Some people bloom early, others bloom later. But late bloomers often grow the strongest roots. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Your chapter is still being written, and what you don't see right now is how much progress you've already made. You survived days you once thought would destroy you. That alone proves you are stronger than you think. Discipline. Over motivation. Motivation is powerful, but it is unreliable. Some days you wake up inspired, other days you wake up exhausted. That's why winners don't rely on motivation, they rely on discipline. They show up when it's uncomfortable, they work when no one is watching, they continue when quitting feels easier. They understand something most people don't: consistency beats talent, discipline beats motivation, persistence beats excuses. Every small effort you make, even when it feels pointless, is adding up. You may not see results today, you may not see them tomorrow, but one day everything will connect, and the work you did in silence will speak loudly for you. Self-belief. The world will doubt you, not because you're incapable, but because people project their own fears. They will tell you to be realistic, to settle, to stop dreaming so big. But listen, you don't need everyone to believe in you. You only need one person, and that person is you. When you believe in yourself even a little more each day, you change the way you move. You walk differently, you speak differently, you think differently. And slowly your reality begins to change. Confidence isn't loud, it's quiet, it's built alone. In moments when no one claps for you, in moments when no one notices, in moments when quitting feels tempting, that's where real belief is born. Becoming stronger. Understand this: everything you're going through is shaping your character. The setbacks teach humility, the delays teach patience, the pain teaches strength. One day you'll thank the struggle because it prepared you to handle success, prepared you to stay grounded, prepared you to help others rise. You are not becoming bitter, you are becoming better. And even if you don't see it now, you are evolving. You are learning how to stand alone, how to trust yourself, how to keep going without applause. That's power. The turning point. There will come a day when something shifts, maybe not overnight, maybe not dramatically, but quietly. You'll notice things feel lighter, your confidence stronger, your vision clearer, your heart calmer, and you'll realize you didn't give up, you didn't fold, you stayed. And that decision changed everything. Most people quit right before the breakthrough. You won't, because you've already survived too much to stop now. So if today feels heavy, if progress feels slow, if doubt feels loud, keep going. Take one step, then another. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to move forward. Trust the process, trust the timing, trust yourself. Because one day you'll look back at this version of you and say, I'm proud you didn't give up. And that moment will make every struggle worth it. If you're still here, still listening, that already says something about you. It says you didn't quit. It says you didn't turn away. It says there is still fire in you, even if it feels small. Because people who are truly done don't look for encouragement. They give up in silence. But you're still searching, and that means your story isn't over. Opening, reigniting hope. You've been tested, not once, not twice, but over and over again. Life pushed you back just when you thought you were moving forward, and at times you questioned everything, your purpose, your decisions, your strength. But listen, the fact that you're still standing means you are stronger than every excuse telling you to stop. You didn't break, you bent. And bending is not weakness, it's survival. Facing the fear. Fear doesn't disappear when you become brave. Fear stays. But courage is choosing to move anyway. Courage is waking up when you don't feel ready. Courage is trying again after disappointment. Courage is believing when nothing around you makes sense. And that's what you've been doing, even when no one noticed, even when no one supported you, even when results didn't come. That quiet courage is what builds legends. The silent work. There is power in working quietly. No announcements, no validation, no applause, just focus, just effort, just commitment. Most people want results fast. They want praise early. They want comfort immediately. But you chose growth instead, and growth is uncomfortable. Growth asks for patience. Growth demands discipline. Growth requires sacrifice. Late nights, early mornings, missed celebrations, lonely moments. But these moments are not wasted, they are investments. The shift in identity. Something has already changed inside you. You may not see it yet, but you're no longer the same person you were. You think deeper, you move wiser, you react calmer. You've learned that peace is more valuable than approval, that progress matters more than attention, that self-respect is greater than validation. This is maturity. This is evolution. And it didn't come from comfort. It came from pressure. Letting go of the past. Stop carrying what no longer serves you. Old mistakes, old regrets, old versions of yourself. You did the best you could with who you were back then. Forgive yourself. Growth requires release. You cannot move forward while holding on to guilt. Learn the lesson, keep the wisdom, let the pain go, because the future needs all of your strength. The breakthrough mentality. Here's the truth most people never hear. Success is not about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about being perfect. It's about endurance. It's about who keeps showing up when excitement fades, who keeps going when the results are slow, who refuses to quit when it would be easier to walk away. And that person is you. You're closer than you think. Closer than it feels, closer than it looks. Becoming the example. One day someone will watch you and feel inspired, not because you were perfect, but because you didn't quit. Your journey will remind them that struggle is not the end, that falling is not failure, that starting again is strength. and you won't even realize how many people you help just by staying true to yourself. Final rise, powerful close. So when doubt returns, and it will, remember this moment. Remember how far you've come. Remember how much you've survived. Remember who you're becoming. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are not done. You are in progress. And progress, no matter how slow, is still movement. So stand up, breathe, focus, and keep going. Because this is where you win. Music rises, then slowly fades out. They'll never understand what it feels like to start with nothing. No money, no support, no connections, just a dream and the courage to chase it. People see the success, but they don't see the struggle. They see the shine, but they don't see the nights you cried, the days you questioned everything, and the moments you almost gave up. But here you are, still standing, still fighting, still pushing for that life you know you were meant to live. You didn't have the perfect start, you didn't have the perfect path, but you had something stronger, heart. And heart will take you further than privilege ever will. Because when you come from nothing, you learn to grind differently. You learn to focus harder. You learn to survive storms that would destroy other people. And every time life tried to break you, you came back sharper, hungrier, stronger. So don't let where you started limit where you're going. Your background is not your destiny. Your past is not your prison. Your struggle is not your identity. It is your fuel. Every setback built you. Every sacrifice shaped you. Every no pushed you closer to the right yes. And now, you're rising, brick by brick, step by step, piece by piece. You're turning nothing into something powerful, something real, something they said you could never have. So keep going, keep hustling, keep believing in the person you're becoming, because success hits different when you build it with your own two hands. This is your moment. This is your chapter. This is your rise from nothing to something, and soon to everything you dreamed of.